What's the difference between AngularJS and jQuery? Like, why should you learn AngularJS, especially if you already know jQuery or some jQuery? Well, there's several reasons for it, but the main two is AngularJS is a framework where jQuery is a library. So AngularJS provides all of these tools to make a web application. jQuery does not. jQuery can eventually get there, but you're gonna have to write a lot of code to get there, right? Where Angular is built like that out of the box. And neither one of them rely on each other. That is, AngularJS does not rely on jQuery to work like a lot of other libraries do. A lot of JavaScript libraries actually do rely on jQuery to actually work. But AngularJS is its own self-contained module, and it's really, really powerful. So when it comes to the difference between the two, there's a lot of things that happen, right? So jQuery was created at a time to make writing JavaScript easier. And JavaScript was created to make the web more robust, so make the internet more robust, so you can actually have some animations, you can do all this other stuff. Now jQuery, I would say, is a good step into replacing something like Flash or Shockwave and like all of these old technologies that used to exist but weren't that efficient. Where then jQuery came in and made those things more efficient and became very, very popular as a result. But as the web got more sophisticated, new things needed to happen. And that's where AngularJS came in. AngularJS is an ability to write an application, the entire front end of the application, and map it to a backend system very simply and very easily, which we will learn in the future. But it's something that makes building applications so much faster and so much easier. One of the main things that is really exciting about AngularJS is the ability to write directives. What directives do is they replace an HTML tag, your own custom HTML tag, into whatever content you want. Doing this with jQuery would be really, really challenging. So for example, if you had your brackets, like a normal HTML tag, and then some name in there, so like your HTML tag, you could call it literally that, and then you could write code that would replace that with something. You can replace it with a navigation bar, you can replace it with some sort of template, and yes, Angular uses templates where jQuery does not. You can replace it with some sort of function. You can replace it with a block of code that executes and constantly is getting stuff. So like the notification drop down, if you've ever worked with something like that, AngularJS does that really simply and really easily just by creating your own little directive where you can place it anywhere. And it always works, and it works very cleanly, very easily. So the other side, the reason a framework is so powerful is because it helps build your actual web application so much faster than before. So if you had to write all this code on your own, that is without a framework, if you're writing blank JavaScript code, that's going to take you a really long time to actually build a powerful front end. Angular takes all of that out of the way. Now when we talk about jQuery, there's a lot of things that jQuery does really well, but it never actually closed the gap into what AngularJS can do, as well as what React.js can do. These modern front-end JavaScript frameworks replace the old JavaScript tools, and jQuery is one of those old JavaScript tools. So when it comes to deciding which one you're going to learn, you should learn what's cutting edge. So AngularJS, React.js, Angular 2, and then we're going to be seeing a lot more new technologies around JavaScript, around the front end, that's going to be really, really powerful. So if you've worked in the back end, that is, if you worked with Django, with us in particular, Django is one of those back end frameworks that makes building web applications a lot easier, especially on the back end. It speeds up the process versus writing all the Python code yourself, which might take a long time. But in that, if you were developing your own back end, you probably would use a lot of different Python modules to accomplish what Django does. One of those Python modules would be similar to saying like jQuery, right? So jQuery is one of these modules that you could in theory use to build your own front-end system, where Angular came in and did it all from scratch and built something powerful and modern for what we need in our web applications. Now, if you want to know more about this, or if you want to know more specifics, we have a blog post, so check out our blog, joincfe.com/blog. and search for the AngularJS versus jQuery there. We talk about more of this stuff in detail and also the very little things that come through with AngularJS versus jQuery, and we plan on adding a lot to that blog too as you guys ask more questions. If you want to see more in-depth videos, definitely ask a question at joincfe.com/knock. Ask questions there because we answer individual videos there for sort of general concept questions just like this. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the series.